If you want to see how good this small 1/16 scale drift car is, then continue watching. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, sim fans, race fans, RC fans, Racing 393. For today's video, I've got a ready to run a 1/16 scale drift car. Now, these have been done on the internet before. They're not new. They've been out a while now. This is made by UDI RC, and as you can see, it's a Porsche. They do another model, a Volkswagen Beetle, but I must admit I'm not a great fan of the VW Beetle, if I'm honest, in real life or model form. So we're going to get this kit out. Comes with a controller, everything you need. It's got a waterproof ESC. It's got a gyro in it to help with the control. A reasonably sized electric motor. It's also got, from my understanding, 2 sets of tyres. We've got rubber tyres and drift tyres, which will basically be the hard plastic. It's also got working headlights, which we'll have a look at once the battery is charged. So effectively this video is going to be a quick, we'll have an unboxing. We'll have a close-up look at the car and the controls. Eagle eyes amongst you will notice I've got some cones here. Now these cones didn't come with the kit. I bought those separately for the purpose of the demonstration of the video. There will be a link in the description of where you can buy this car. Now this car will be on sale on my eBay store. So the reason I do this, it's certainly not for profit or anything like that. I did pay for this with my own money, so it's not sponsored. What I tend to do, I'm an RC fan through and through, and I buy the odd ready-to-run RC car from the leading outlets, whether it be Amazon or AliExpress or Banggood, and it's a way of getting used to other radio-controlled genres, if you like. So this one, like I say, will be for sale, for bid, my store, and there will be a link in the description once the advert has been made. Anyway, onwards and upwards. We're going to get this thing out, have a close look, and give you some thoughts and feedback on what I think. So here's everything you get in the box. We'll go through it quickly. So there's the controller, usual hand grip. You know, it's a typical. It does feel cheap. Usual controls and adjustments on there. Throttle trim, steering trim, dual rate, and it's also got the electronic gyro adjustment, so you can have it on or off. It's just a dial at the top. So, and it uses I don't know how many batteries in there. We'll have a quick look. So it uses 4 AA batteries. They won't be included in the auction. So we got the standard run-of-the-mill charger. That's the one we'll use. I would always recommend, if you're going to get more than one kit, or you think it might be a hobby you're going to enjoy, I'd recommend investing in a reasonable charger for your batteries. They can easily be sourced at any model retailer. Couple of tools in the bag. Usual stuff, things you can sort of operate this car with: spanner, little screwdriver, a couple of spare arms, and some body clips. Standard things. These are the drift tyres. They're just hard plastic, and they're like a hex. That looks like something like a 10mm hex, or could be 8. So specific to this particular model. Usual instructions. Some accessories, Bible accessories. Looking at here, you can get a rear bumper, a front bumper assembly, different wheels and tyres, another shell, front and rear shock assembly, so the bits that the shock absorber's fixed to. Okay, right, so let me just take the body shell off quickly and I'll show you inside the car. And there we have it. Simple friction dampers. As you can see, they work alright. Front ones are the same. We'll get the battery out to have a closer look. It's got a receiver and speed controller combined into one. It's a very small LiPo, lithium as it would be called there. It's also got working headlights. I literally just unplugged that. We go into there, so there's a spare socket down there, so that's good. So it's four-wheel drive, metal drive shafts, which you can see down there, front and rear. I would say it's wishbone top and bottom, front and rear suspension. Quite hard rubber tyres, I think. I mean, even they'd probably drift, especially on dirt. You can use this outside because it is, from what I can gather, waterproof to a point. Pretty standardised motor on there. Not sure the size of that. It's a bit big, I don't know, is it a 380? Might be a bit bigger than a 380, not too sure on that one. On off switch, nice and simple, easy to get at. It's also got a rear, or that's a brake light or just a light that comes on. I guess the lights just come on, we'll find out in a minute when we power it on. ABS chassis. Nice and flat, simple design, reasonably strong for what you're going to need it for. Like I say, it's not a basher, it is a drift car, but it's either a drift car or you can use it with these rubber tyres on, which may well, but it's going to drift around in sort of some loose gravel. I personally wouldn't use it in like puddles, although it does say it is waterproof, so you can damp conditions will be fine. So this has come standard. It's got a little bit of a towing issue there by the looks of it. So it looks like it's towing in slightly. The back should tow in slightly. They're non-adjustable. Steering arms there are fixed. You do get some spares. I don't know if the spares are different lengths. It's foam front bumper, so should you protect part of the chassis if you hit anything. Tiny little servo down there, which you can see. I'm going to get the battery out to have a closer look. 7.4 volts, 1200 milliamp hour, lithium-ion battery. Quite standard. Let's get the battery plugged in and charged and get some life in it so we can do a little bit of a demonstration run. Battery's on charge. It's a simple USB connector. Unplug it into my iPhone plug or an iPhone plug. The only sort of careful thing you should do is when you're plugging in the lead to charge, it only goes in one way. This one, when you plug it in, has got a couple of raised lips, if you like, on the plug. Just make sure that when it plugs into the charger, whichever one you use, that you put it in the correct way. Otherwise you can damage your battery. So it's charging. We'll leave it like that for a bit. I'm going to change the wheels and tyres on the car. Put the drift tyres on, and we'll give it a little bit of a run. Just thought I'd show you a nice little bit of detail there. I think it's got a brake disc with a hex on it for the wheel. Just a nice little touch. You could spray those silver, I guess, or paint them silver so you can see them behind the wheels. The wheels that on the car, you can see like through it. So if you painted it, it would be okay. Drift tyres are they've got bigger gaps in them. They say they've got like a 5-spoke wheel on there. So if you painted the rotor there silver, it will look quite smart. A quick demonstration run. I've got a couple of cones set out just for some scaling and just something to go round. It's also got channel 3. Do anything on the controller. It's got just a set of, it's got that rear light on there on the diffuser. And you can see there it's got some headlights, which can be on or off. So that's off. We've got the red headlights. And then we've got the centre headlights, and then we've got them off. So I'll do them off for now so it doesn't drain the battery too much. I don't think there's a lot of power I've charged in it. But I'll just give it a quick go round, and you can hear it, you can see what you think. I think it's quite good fun. Well, that's a quick demonstration of a UDI power RC drift car. 1/16 scale. I did turn the ESP all the way off, just so that I could try it out with no gyro effect whatsoever. The wheels and tyres on there are actually the plastic ones for drift. As you can see, it goes pretty well, I have to say. If you would like to own this, you can bid on it, which there will be a link in the description, which goes through my eBay store. It's not sponsored. I purchased this with my own money. So I particularly like the Porsche rather than the Volkswagen, even though we all know a Porsche is a Volkswagen. But that will be it for now. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe. Leave a comment. I always try and reply. I am a small channel, so replying isn't too much of a problem. But thank you for watching. I appreciate your time, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.